Why is it making my blood boil that Kristen claims to have a gynecologist? Part of it is, I just actually went to the gynecologist. It's never particularly pleasant. The exam doesn't feel particularly good. The pap smear is very uncomfortable. No one looks forward to that. We actually have things we need to worry about, like ovarian cancer, things that are particular to that exam and that relationship that no fucking man is ever gonna have, all right? So that guy doesn't have a gynecologist. That guy has a hole that a surgeon created at best. There are things that make women special, and there are things that we've overcome and that we must overcome as women in order to thrive in this life, whether it's the threat of sexual violence or, being attacked as we walk home from college bars to our dorms, the fears that you have when you go to the gynecologist, all those things, they're baked in. And it's part of what makes women so incredible and strong. And you can't just become one and take all of our things because you did or did not have a surgery or you put on a dress. It doesn't work like that.
Spoken like a true woman.
I love this.
I love her.
Let me tell you how necessary a voice like Megyn Kelly is right now.
No question about
in this insane situation. You know who needs to speak more about this trans situation?
Who?
Women.
You
know
agree.
who needs to speak up more about this Chelsea Handler, boss babe, I don't need no man, no thing, I don't need no kids? Mothers. Yeah. Okay, you know who needs to speak about the feminization of men and these pussy boys that we're creating this toxic masculinity? Women that like real men. Mm-hmm. And someone like Megyn Kelly, I think, represents all of that and then some. And her voice is very necessary.
I agree.
Maybe we get her on.
But Pat, can I ask you a question? Why is it that it's just, this is my opinion.
But as much as as much as you say that, then why is it that more women like Chelsea Handler are turned on by you?
Yeah, they love Abby.
You know?
Why?
They love it.
It's because here's how I talk to Chelsea. I say, come in my room, Chelsea. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
With a cigar.
Dude, knowing her, she would probably like that. But it is. Go ahead,
But
Vinny.
so
You were saying
my
something
point
about
is,
Chelsea
and Adam,
Handler.
I agree with you. I 100% agree with her. But is it just me, or are we just seeing the voices that are sticking up for these people? It's only from the right. The left, they can't even define what a woman is. They asked the who's that? The girl that went up for SCOTUS. She couldn't even. They're like, "What's a woman?" She goes, "I'm not a biologist. I can't." Why is the left so one? Is it just pandering because they?
Well, it is changing. We've seen what happened with Anna Kasparian, right? Who's the co-host of the Young Turks.
I didn't see what she said.
She's basically saying, "I'm a mother. I'm not a birthing person.
Yeah.
I refuse to just kowtow to this ridiculous terminology that you want me to use. I'm a mother." Yeah. And I'm not going to be ashamed for being a mother. I'm not going to start using phrases like birthing person.
Yeah. But
okay.
I'm talking about.
But that's it's starting to change.
We
just discussed that the other
one
night.
person. But I'm talking about the Biden administration. Everybody in the White. None of them. They're worshiping these people. They're going to start bringing a bunch of these TikTokers.
But here's what I think about that.
And let them do it.
Exactly. I think you let them do it, and I think election time, you're going to see some of the people that are going to say, look, common sense eventually catches up, okay? Mm-hmm. When we're kids, we don't have a lot of common sense. We think our parents are idiots. Mm-hmm. We think they have no clue what the hell they're talking about. And then the more and more you age, the more and more you realize, these old people living there, they're kind of smarter than me, okay? It's kind of annoying. Common sense eventually prevails with parent-kid relation. If you have good parents, I'm not telling you every father ran away. I'm talking about common sense prevails. When it comes down to things like this election, you're hoping that eventually this also prevails. I want to play one more clip by Megyn Kelly, then one more clip by Piers Morgan debate, which is phenomenal, and then we'll wrap up the podcast. You guys got to see this. Okay. Play this next clip with Megyn Kelly. Go Megyn first. I send that one to you as well. Okay, go ahead.
Seeing people like Riley Gaines, the swimmer we discussed, chased into some room as a kidnapped victim because she tries to stand up for fairness in sports. And they've had it. They've seen kids who, instead of getting honest psychological care, only get affirmed. You're right. You are a boy. You're not a girl. You should go on cross hormones immediately. They get sterilized. They go right to puberty blockers, right to cross-sex hormones, and they are sterile. Not only that, no orgasms for them in their future. Nice. Is that informed consent for a 14-year-old who's going through body issues and that's all? What she really needed was a good, honest therapist? No, we're standing up and we're fighting, not because of some stupid group that decided to make a wedge issue out of it, but because the leftists have lost their mind. And some of us still have a tether to the truth. Men cannot become women. Women cannot become men. Biological sex is real. If you've got issues with respect to your gender, you can work them out on your own time and manifest them however you want. Doesn't make you a woman. Seeing
Beautiful.
Freaking
I love it.
where she's at. Man, Megyn's
love it.
By the
heating
way,
up.
yeah.
She's
Heating
getting
up.
fired
This is
up.
I love
when
it.
people think about her, I want to remind you of something. This is a lawyer. She went to law school, and then she was working for Jones Day, and she was the one of her key clients was a company called Experian Credit Company. And so what you see here is well-reasoned argument. This is not a lunatic. This is well-reasoned argument, and this is exactly, if this is what you're thinking and this is what you're feeling, this is what you should be expressing with friends and family. Maybe not with that tone, but expressing it with friends and family. I'm talking to my daughters. They're asking me questions. I'm talking to people, not just at church where people think a lot the way I do, but other people I run into. A reasoned thing. I'm not hiding my opinion. I'm not sitting behind anything. And she is a flag carrier for what we should be saying because there's truth in there. This is not her lunatic opinion. This is truth.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.